Ah, come on, bring back the music. The music was nice. Oh, there it is. That's classic Red Dead Redemption music. I will say sometimes like this game has beautiful music as well, but I do miss the Red Dead Redemption original soundtrack every now and then. I like that when you're playing as John, it like comes back in very subtly. It's like take even like his most iconic song, American Venom. It's like I think it's like a remix or it's like a remastering of like what one of John Marston's like original kind of battle themes as you were playing through the first Red Dead game. But yeah, anyway, howdy and hello, welcome to this. Now, you might be kind of curious about the name of this stream, or maybe you're not at all. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your deal is. But, I don't know. I gotta say, I find, like, Tumblr discourse to be interesting sometimes because I want to be as nice as possible, but sometimes Tumblr discourse is discourse with a lowercase d. You know? It's like discourse with a lowercase d and spelled wrong. Because, I don't know. I don't go on Tumblr anymore. Though, maybe I should. I've been reconsidering going back on, Tumblr. But I don't know. It's just like, do I really want like another social media app to scroll through and then to either like find something entertaining or find something maybe annoying, aggravating, or just not what I'm looking for? I don't know. Maybe, baby. But I'll tell you what. One thing that is interesting is being I don't think I'm subscribed to it. I mean, I might be wrong, but on Reddit I see a lot of posts for curated Tumblr, you know? And like yeah, I'm not even a part of the subreddit. But like I see a lot of them because like I'm like yeah I like seeing Tumblr posts on websites that aren't Tumblr because usually you're only getting the best of the best. But like occasionally you will get the worst of the worst. And now I don't know where I would put this because like I don't think it's like completely awful. It's not like something that deserves to not be said. But I think it is something that is kind of interesting because if you don't know me, I'm a left-leaning fellow. I would say philosophically I am a communist, but don't confuse me with like some kind of tanky. I'm not gonna come out here and defend like Soviet Russia or like the Chinese government. Like I have no actual interest in that. I think if there are like resources amongst the planet, I think they should be distributed evenly and based on need rather than want or circumstance or whatever incentivizes profit. You know. But that's just my personal belief. You know, I think I don't know. I came up with a joke at one point where basically it's like, oh well, philosophically I'm a communist, but like practically. I'm a libertarian because I don't do anything. I don't make other people do anything. Like I just sit around and I do nothing. And I think I'm better than everyone else. I mean, I don't, but like that's kind of the joke that I've come up with. And so I think kind of somewhat related to that, I saw a post on like the subreddit curated Tumblr that was like basically just saying like here if you want I'll read it out loud. So this person says, I think a lot about how if the glorious violent revolution happens, every kid with significant medical needs in a hospital where power gets cut will die. You can decide you're willing to sacrifice your own life, but you don't get to tell everybody else on the planet that they're acceptable collateral damage. I also think a lot about how the idea that we can have progress in any form other than iterative, where we try and fail and learn and try and fail and learn and try and succeed and learn and try and try and try and try, is fuck nuts. You try setting up a database from scratch thinking you've accounted for everything you need to, then tell me how well planning an entire political system from the ground up is going to go. And then there's 3 more posts by 2 different people. It was like 2 posts by the same person. And somebody else says, also, a lot of people have medication they need to be able to take every day that helps keep them alive. Be, yeah, also, a lot of people have medication they need to be able to take every day that helps keep them alive, because that happens if you're disrupting supply chains for an indeterminate length of time. Also, anyone who relies on government benefits to eat and live, or anything that gets processed through the government, like child support, I can't count the number of times growing up that we couldn't get groceries because the friend of the core had a computer error, or one person who could answer questions and do something useful about it was out of the office, so the child support wasn't dispersed. And in much the same way that Kroger does not accept, sorry, but my caseworker's on vacation, but my ex is supposed to be paying child support so my kids can eat in exchange for groceries, I assure you they're not going to accept, well, violent revolution started, please just give us the food for free. It's all well and good to be like, after the revolution, we'll make sure those people are taken care of. But revolutions are notoriously messy, and whatever lag there is between your glorious revolution and instituting whatever new system it is you've decided is better is going to hurt people. And some of these people are going to die. Then the third post by the third person says, after the revolution, all the people who died during the revolution won't be there to receive whatever your quote-unquote care might look like. Also, how long do you plan the revolution to last for? How long do you think it will take to violently overthrow and replace all forms of government where you live? A year? 2 years? 5? What's your, all caps, response plan for how to handle another pandemic? During a time when medicines and medical supplies aren't going to be able to be manufactured or distributed with any kind of ease or order, or possibly at all, even without that particular lightning strike, when you imagine how lives will be better after ye old glorious revolution, are you also imagining all the lives that were lost because they couldn't get their hands on their insulin, their heart medications, their EpiPens? The babies that died because they didn't get their vaccinations against things that otherwise have a high kill rate amongst those under 2 years old. Stop assuming the only ones who are going to suffer and die during your Les Mis LARPing are the people you think deserve it. Start taking actions that allow for shifts in how we run this country that don't have an absurdly huge incidental body count. And, I think it's really funny because then, like, the hashtag is hashtag de-radicalization. Hashtag, that is why slow and steady and long-term changes are so important and much more stable in the long run. And, like, I would say overall, I don't necessarily disagree with these people. But, like, here, I'm going to give you, like, my broad take on this. And then I'm going to explain why I have this take. This is literally just virtue signaling. Like, these are just people who are, like, first of all, taking seriously people who want to overthrow the government and, like, start a violent revolution. Like, first of all, I don't think all revolutions have to necessarily be violent. There could be, like, a political revolution. There could be a societal revolution. There are, like, many different ways you can use the word revolution, but these people have just decided to focus entirely on the violent revolution. And now, of course, I'm an American, and I assume that a majority of these people are more likely than not also Americans, but, they might live in a different country, and I think different countries warrant different discussion, but I live in America, I know the most about America, so like, my thought is, there will be no violent revolution in America. Like, are you shitting me? Are you fucking serious right now? Do you really think the government, the United States government, with the backing of the United States military, the most powerful, the most overfunded, the most excessive military force in the history of the entire fucking world, is going to allow for a violent revolution to happen? Is that, like, ordinary people like me and you are going to be able to do jack shit about the government? Like, you're kidding me, right? You know? Because, like, I'm a leftist because I believe in, like, empathy and kindness, and I want people to be able to live the best lives that they can. I want to be able to live the best life that I can. And, I want people to be able to be free to choose what they want to do with their lives, and, get the help they need in order to survive and live a great life. You know? That's genuinely what I believe. But also, kind of in addition to that, I am a leftist because I like being right. I like being smart, I like being able to use my brain to think about things. And it's like, are any of these people using their brain? Because you all sound kind of stupid. Like, I get the point that you're making, but you are coming up with an imaginary scenario where you are just assuming the worst thing possible for this imaginary scenario that you have made up in your head. And now you're taking the moral high ground against imaginary people who don't actually exist. Because all quote-unquote violent revolutionaries are, just fucking little shits who sit around in their home all day watching TV and then jerking off, and then, they might make a tweet about how, oh man, it's totally based to blow shit up. And it's like, it's like these people are also obviously virtue signaling, or not even like virtue signaling, but just like signaling their like quote unquote dedication, or it's like it's a like true Scotsman fallacy, where there's no true Scotsman. So anybody who's like, well, I'm a real leftist, oh well, I'm a real it's like, obviously there's not going to be a violent revolution. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And it's kind of funny, too, because I'm surprised, like, a lot of the Tumblr posts I've seen are, like, just these sort of beacons of centrism. And it's like, centrism is fine, but, like, you can have radical change that doesn't involve violence, that doesn't involve the deaths of all these people that you're imagining would die. Because that's all anybody is doing online. You're just imagining. Like, you are no better and you are no more virtuous than the person who's like, I think we should overthrow the government and we should make sure everybody has what they need to survive and is well accounted for. Because it's like, kind of as the second person in that post said, even without a violent revolution happening, people still aren't able to get access to the help they need. Like, that, it's like, it's so absurd to me that, like, you want to take this, like, big moral high ground of, like, oh, well, actually, I'm going to do nothing, or I'm going to, like, slowly maybe do something over the course of time. But, like, anybody who wants to do anything major or drastic, you're just going to get people killed, and you're an idiot. And it's like, like, I think, like, if we're talking, like, pure violence, like, yeah, I agree with that. If you're trying to, like, violently overthrow the government, like, it's not going to be, like, an American Civil War, It's like, that's kind of the funny thing with, right-wingers and people on the extreme right, is that, like, they're crazy enough to believe they could actually fight against the U.S. government. That maybe some people in the U.S. government would be on their side, or would help them out, or wouldn't just immediately turn them into glass and dust. It's like they're crazy, but, like, I thought we're supposed to be, like, a little bit smarter here on the left, but obviously not. Obviously we're all, like, psychos and sycophants in our own personal little bubble, where we can't go outside and see the world for what it is, Because, like, there's, like, a lot of beauty in life. There's a lot of, like, really great stuff that is happening. There are a lot of people out there who care and who are making a difference and like benefiting other people's lives. And it's like, hey, if you're doing that, that's fantastic. But you're not going to be doing that by like sitting around and making this like imaginary post about an imaginary revolution, and then you take the imaginary high ground against your imaginary enemy, where, oh yes, I wouldn't allow a bunch of people in the hospital to die. And it's like, people, people go to hospitals and die anyway, right? Like, there are people who could be treated and people who could be cured, but they are left to fucking die because it's not profitable, because they're going to be massively in debt, because of so many different reasons. And it's like, let's work on fixing those problems and let's talk about those rather than, like, talk to, like, the weirdos and the psychos who aren't going to listen to you. Like, nobody's going to listen to you, And if you're, like, talking to, like, say, a right-wing extremist revolutionary, like, they don't care. That's why they're right-wing. They don't care about other people. They only care about themselves. Their policy is, fuck you, got mine. And so it's so weird to me that we're, like, that people are, like, entertaining this idea and acting like, yeah, actually, a revolution would be a revolution is not possible. Like, you're all kind of fucking stupid, if you ask me. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean talking about how, oh man, revolutions are so bad? How long is your revolution gonna take? What about all those poor people that aren't gonna have a job? And it's like, who are you talking to? Because if you're talking to somebody that genuinely believes that, like, they probably don't care, or they, can just make something, they can make something else up back at you. Like, you can't win this, like, moral argument of, like, oh, hey, I'm actually 100% right all the time, and I'm never wrong, but you other person making up an imaginary scenario, you're entirely wrong, and you're stupid, actually. It's like, it's like these people, like, remind me of, like, Ben Shapiro, or, like, some conservative, like, ranting and raving about the agenda of the LGBTQ plus, of the alphabet brigade. But in reality, there is no such thing. That you've made up this enemy. Like, people just want to be who they are, and they want to express themselves. And now, of course, I'm referring here just to the queer community. And, like, I mean, also, to a certain extent, I mean, these so-called revolutionaries are also just expressing themselves in probably what is an unhealthy, wrong way. It's like, you should probably seek medical attention, but oh hey, guess what? They can't because of the medical system we have in place. It's like the like, people who genuinely want, like, a violent revolution are like I don't know, they're just like, they're people who genuinely need help and compassion and need to be, like, brought back to reality and brought back to, like, a stable position. And it's like, you see also people extrapolate this, like, people who love, like, an apocalypse fantasy, it's like, I don't like people who like the apocalypse fantasy, it's like, you're really imagining a world where I don't exist, and you like that, and it's like, it's like, there's a difference between, like, reality and fantasy. Like, I don't think someone who wants to live in, like, a post-apocalypse, like, somebody who's, like, a little bit too big a fan of the game Fallout, is actually someone who, like, wants a real revolution, or a real, like, nuclear apocalypse to happen. I think they just enjoy the fantasy of it, and it's like, obviously, if that happens, like, nobody's gonna survive. Like, it is purely a fantasy. It's like, it's like, I don't know. I think this is more worthy to get angry at. Like, say people who imagine heaven, but, like, and let's say you're, like, a queer person or a gay person, and you're like, oh, so you imagine a world full of paradise and everything's great and fantastic, but you don't believe I should be there as a gay person? And it's like, maybe not everyone who believes in heaven may believe in that sort of thing. There might be some people who believe in heaven or some kind of afterlife where they believe that, everyone who lived a good life and tried their best will be there, regardless of how they identify, who they loved, or, like what job they worked, or something along those lines. Where it's just like you're getting mad and upset at this like imagined enemy, and all you're doing is virtue signaling to other people, but then you actually give no concrete like suggestions. Like the final person said, hey, you should try to do what you can, and like, wow, hey, thanks, man. Like or thanks whoever you may be, because that's another topic I'll talk about in a second. But like, there's there's like this sort of that like, oh yeah, there's this idea of like, oh, you gotta build a community, you gotta do this and you gotta do that, but then like nobody actually tells you how to do that. It's like, it kind of reminds me of being a kid growing up, and like learning how to interact with people and learning how to read social cues and the like. And like nobody actually tells you how to do that or gives you like a great way to understand that. They sort of say, oh, you just got to get better at reading people and understanding how they feel. And it's like, can you tell me how? It's like, nope. And it's like, cool, man, thanks. And also, sorry for my excessive use of the word man, but that reminds me of another post I saw earlier on Tumblr, where somebody mentioned as like a trans person, a feminine trans person, that they don't like when people use guy or man or dude gender neutrally. Like they wish that it's like people didn't do that. And then like then like the rest of the post is just like people sort of misunderstanding the point they're trying to make. Like some people saying, well, people use girl gender neutrally all the time, and
You'll be all right, mister.
and it's just like a completely different conversation, because like I was like thinking about it, because I say man, I'll say dude, I'll say bro a lot. I'm a masculine sort of fellow. I most of my friends throughout my life have been male or masculine, and it's like that just is kind of how it is. And like, I don't necessarily mean to, but like female or feminine friends, lady friends I've had, not girlfriends or anything like that. I haven't had anything like that, nor have I had a boyfriend. I've just had, platonic friends where, like, with like, with female friends I've had, I'll call them man, because that's just like naturally what I do. And like I feel a little bit bad about that. But then like literally nobody talks about like any kind of actual like any other actual suggestions of what you can say. Because if you're addressing a group of people, instead of saying guys, you can say folks. I love me a folks. When I was working like a customer service job, you were kind of expected to go up to people and be like, hi, do you need any help today? And it's like, for one thing, if you are afraid of like misgendering somebody or not addressing them properly, you can just not address them, Like, I don't know if this is a common experience for other people, but at least for me, sometimes people would come up to me and would be like, hey, Liam, how's it going? And Liam is my name. Uh, but then I wouldn't be like, but then I would think, I don't remember this person's name. And so I would just go, oh, hey, how's it going? And you can just casually play it off, and you don't have to specifically address somebody if either you don't know their name or you don't know how they identify. And so like that was also the case where like I live in the South, kind of sorta, and at least for me, I'm very used to saying like sir or ma'am. When you see somebody, you go, hi sir, how can I help you? Or you see a woman by herself and you go, hi ma'am, how can I help you? And it's like that's just kind of what you tend to do. But then if I was ever like truly unsure, or if I just like didn't want to say sir or ma'am, because I'm like maybe I should stop doing that, you know? Because you never know. You never know how somebody might identify, and I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable or bad. And then, uh, you just go up to them and you go, "Hi, how can I help you today?" And like that's all you have to do. Like you just have to like, be conscious of other people and go out of your way to be respectful of them. And like that's really it. And then it's like, if you do say man, if you slip up every now and then, or you call somebody who doesn't feel comfortable being called dude or man, then they go, "Hey, I'm sorry, but could you not call me man or dude? I know you don't mean that in a negative way, or I hope you don't, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable. So if you could stop doing that, I would really appreciate it." Then if you're dealing with like a nice person, someone who you would want to be friends with, they would go, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I'm really sorry about that." It's like, would you like me to just call you by your name, or what would you prefer I call you instead? Like, would you like girl, or do you not like girl? Because like woman just feels weird to say, but if you want me to refer to you as woman when I would instead say man, then I have no problem doing that. Or it's like, and then they can have whatever response they have. They're like, "Oh, you can just call me by my name," or you can refer to me as they them, or any number of things where you can just have a conversation with people. But then because people are online, you're not actually having a conversation. You are just saying what you want, typing out the words you want, and then not considering the original person's point or what they're trying to say. And then, you just like muddy the conversation. And it's just, I don't know, it feels like such a waste of time. It's just like, just be kind and respectful, Like that's all people are asking. And like, again, the first point that I brought up with the revolution thing is like, obviously that one's a bit more like complicated. But it's like, I don't know, I genuinely believe that like, you know, hey, if you want to believe that, like that's fine. If you genuinely think that like a
They get you, ma'am?
Thank you, mister. You saved my life.
Least I can do, ma'am.
well, now give me your hat, sir.
Boy.
But yeah, it's like, again, I fully understand like what these people are saying, but I really think they're doing it in like bad faith, and you are accomplishing nothing by doing this. Like, if somebody truly wants to start a revolution, I don't think you saying like, "Well, have you thought about how hospitals might be affected?" And it's like, either the response to that from like somebody who genuinely wants to start a revolution would be like, "Well, I'm not going to target hospitals. Obviously, like hospitals are still going to run, and there's like a true revolution going on. Then like hospitals will be protected, or there'll be neutral areas, hopefully, like either the revolutionaries or the people like or the government fighting back is not going to like shut off power to a hospital. But I mean, it's the U.S. government, and you know who they're currently helping out right now. Israel. And what has Israel been doing? Bombing hospitals. So it's like, it's like I'm not one here to say that like one life is more important than like another life. Like all lives are valuable. Like everybody should be able to live, and everybody should be able to live a peaceful, happy life where they're not harming other people. And it's like that's something that is not fixed in a day. It is not fixed via revolution. It never can be. It has to be fixed by caring, by having people actually like you know, care about what others say and what they do, and going out of your way to like be kind and to understand and to empathize and to help people, you know. But like you can just say that. You can just say that. You don't have to like imagine some like revolutionary psychos that are that like don't care about the lives of like disabled folks or people with like special medical needs, you know. But that's just my take on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, you know. Maybe either I'm like a coward who's afraid of like a proper revolution, or you know, I'm a psychopath that doesn't care about the needs of other people. But it's like, obviously I do. You know, it's like I don't think anyone should be left out to dry in like a theoretical revolution. But first of all, there is no revolution. Like you can cry on Twitter all the live long day about how you know you're going to change the world and you're going to take down the evil U.S. government, but it's like you're not going to. You're going to sit around on your ass all day and do just about nothing. Like it's you know, it's not like the best thing in the world. But it's also not like some like super like terrifying thing that has to be like stomped out, or you have to convince people. It's like, whoa, hey, actually a revolution could be pretty bad for a lot of people. It's like, oh really, man, I thought we just like didn't do a revolution because we were lazy, you know. I thought that's why everybody was like against a revolution, you know. I just thought I just thought nobody cared. And it's like, you know, obviously that's not the case. Like, people care. People want to change and want to help others and want to do the right thing. But it can be very hard to, like, do that and to actually be able to, like, accomplish something like that. Like, it takes effort. It takes community. It takes, like, a lot. And it's something that is likely never going to happen in our lifetime. But still, nonetheless, it's like people on the internet want to imagine that you know, anybody with a phone who's able to type out something is like just as powerful, and their words have just as much meaning as like yours. Where it's like, you know, I mean, in some cases they kind of do, since you're both just like you're both just talking. Like that's all that's happening is that you both are just talking, and like that's fine. Talking is good. You should talk and you should discuss things, but you know, I don't think you should be making up this imagined enemy to say that like, oh yeah, they're evil and they're bad. Unlike me, where I'm good and pure and wholesome, and you know, I would never do any wrong. You know, I'm always a good guy. I can do no wrong. I can say nothing bad. Hmm. Shut up, man. Yeah, there we go. Hmm.
I'd feel much better if you went ahead and left.
I feel much better if you went ahead and shut up, man. Like, it's fine. I'm just getting a nice little outfit going on.
It's your lucky day. Well, if that's over,
Someone put you up
let's
to
go,
wearing
boy.
that? Oh, they're all worked up. Come on, my boy. Maybe you got something to add here.
Not just a cheat, but a coward, you piece of crap.
Hey,
Watch
come
out.
on. What
He
did I
starts
do?
farting when he's nervous.
Oh, screw this. Ain't worth my time.
Some help you were. Ah, you were fine.
Didn't feel so fine. Anyway, I'll see you back at Beecher's. That's enough excitement for one day.
You lose the scissors in your house? Grab a seat, let's get to work.
How you holding up? Yeah, me too. Hey.
All right. But yeah, I don't know. Again, maybe with the whole thing, I am just a little irrationally upset. I mean, I'm not irrationally upset. I think I'm just like, I'm over it. You know, it's like I'm over people talking about like, oh, I'm gonna start a revolution. I'm gonna become the new God King of America. It's like, no, you're not. If you truly want to do that, you're gonna end up in jail or dead. And like other people who are like, man, like, haven't you considered all the problems with like a revolution? And it's like, why are you taking these crazy people seriously? Like, hey, if you're all for like having people get the help they need, and you know, no matter the cost, like people should be able to have access to medicine and help, which I agree with, then you should be like more sympathetic to these crazy people that need psychological help and probably need something to help like get some stability and normalcy in their lives, you know?
Can you give me a ride?
Where can these old wheels get you to?
Oh,
Not a problem. Come back anytime.
I don't have any
Need to hit the
money.
trail? Hop in.
Is there any way I can make some money? Hi, sir.
Me to run this place without any problem. Just let me do my job, all right?
Cool. One cedar waxwing, one adult bat, one blue jay, one crow, one adult beaver. I'm not gonna be doing that. Well, I might at some point, but not right now.
Good boy.
Wherever
I'll work
you're
on
going, I can
making
get
some
you there
money.
cheap.
I don't know how to make money. I've been so used to being so rich for so long that I don't know what to do. Should I play poker? Should I play dominoes? I'll play dominoes with this fellow. Can I afford to play dominoes? I can. Cool.
How's about you join us here?
My oh my. Pardon me. Oh, look at you. Scoring a 6. I'm gonna score a 3. Okay. If only I had a 1 and 5, then I would be golden. Well, I say maybe do that, though that's maybe not the best move, but if he plays a 3... Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, here we go. Catching back up now.
Uh-huh. Here it is.
Oh.
Let's see you win with that.
Alright, man. Hey, listen, I wouldn't taunt the man who looks like a dangerous gunslinger if I were you. Because, oh, guess who
This
just
ain't
scored
worth a thing.
15 points? So, yeah, -6 would be 11. -6 plus 1 would be 12. I also just realized how easy it would be to, like, cheat at dominoes, where you just pull until you get something really good like that, for example. Yeah, replace that
Gotta
6
turn it
with a
around.
3.
Come on.
Let's see, -1 plus 3, -3 plus 1. What would that be? 8? Yeah, that'd be 9.
Damn my luck.
Not so great when it's happening to you, huh? Oh wow, look at big money shot over here.
A score with that.
Only 3 points, but hey, something.
Batman is back again.
Really?
There. Well, now we'll never hear the end of it. Look at that. Here's a bit.
Haha.
I was right to back myself. Sorry about that.
Ooh, it's raining outside right now. Yeah, that was fun. I like dominoes.
Ready, boy?
And I only like it just because I won. If I lost, then dominoes would be the worst game ever made.
Boy.
I guess I could just manually travel over to, over to Valentine.
Easy now.
There. Let's go ahead and skin this guy. Let's go ahead and grab that guy, put him on my horse.
Hey, boy.
Don't mind me. I'm just a little curious to see if, if, like, the sound of the rain is being picked up on my mic. Nope, it is not. That's nice, man. Double golden eagle? They gotta be worth a lot, right? They're called golden eagles.
There, boy.
You know, I think also it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to do some fishing.
Okay.
Oh, I did forget to skin that pronghorn.
Hey, easy.
It's an animal over there in the distance. I don't know.
Keep
There's
it
quite a few of
together,
them.
boy.
Probably some more pronghorns. Hmm. Oh. Hold on a moment. I might no longer be live streaming. Am I still? It's a little hard to tell. You see, I ask because my phone just disconnected from the internet. I was...
Easy now.
Let's see, perfect? No, far from it.
Here we go.
Man, I'll tell you what. One thing I do see every now and then, or I keep seeing like some people playing Mass Effect or talking about Mass Effect, and I'm like, man, I really want to play through Mass Effect. I bought like the Mass Effect trilogy collection on the Xbox 360. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point I owned a PlayStation 4, so it was like a few years late. But I really wanted to play through it, and I just never got around to it. And then eventually, the remaster trilogy or whatever it's called came out, and I bought that for like $20, and then it was like free the next month on PlayStation Plus. So I've just had the worst luck with Mass Effect, and I really do want to play it at some point, but I just haven't had the time nor the space on my console to be able to do so. But one of these days, I assure you, I'm going to play through the Mass Effect games, because I really want to.
Look at that hole. You don't really know what you're doing out there. Tell you one thing, I don't like the railroad.
Horse.
What can I do for you?
People will really enjoy that.
Alright, cool. That should net me a decent little bit of capital. Yeah, look at me. 82
You're
bucks.
very kind.
Now I can fast travel with ease, as I please.
Who needs a ride? I can get you where you want to go.
Can I get a ride?
So where are you headed?
Need to go to Valentine.
Hey, go back to
That's
the
gonna
freak
take
show.
a while, but I'll get you there. Get up. Whoa! My God! Well, that's it. I got you here as agreed.
You're very kind.
Hello there.
Watch it!
Hey, you
Drunkard? You been kicked in the head or something?
Hey, Sheriff.
Morning, son.
I thought I told you to leave it,
And I
Bubba.
thought to myself, who this little girl thinks she telling anything to?
Enjoy your drink in peace. I ain't got no business with you right now.
What that mean?
For the last time, leave me alone.
Or what?
What's that?
Get the hell out of here before she kills us all!
You!
Get out of here!
John Marston.
It is good to see you.
I thought I heard a rumor you was alive. Jim Milton, that you?
Guess I didn't do a real good job of hiding my identity. We didn't hear nothing about you.
You kill a feller up by Roanoke?
Sure did.
I thought that sounded like you and Abigail and Jack.
She's fine.
She was always so kind to me.
I'm looking to buy us a property. Beecher's Hope, west of Blackwater. I'm kind of a farmer now. And you?
Oh, you know how it is. Bounties mostly, and some other stuff, good and bad. Hey, you any interest in bounties?
I've gone straight.
Huh?
Sort of.
Huh. Oh, it's legal, usually.
Then, maybe.
Come on, then.
What? Where are we headed?
Strawberry. Got on the run from New York. Good price for him.
What'd he do?
Rob a bank?
With a gun?
No, with a pen. He's an accountant, I think.
Sounds easy.
Come on, we got a bit of a ride.
I know.
Now done seen everything.
Your telegram. You said you had something to discuss. I didn't think we'd be chasing down an outlaw.
There's something else.
What?
Micah.
Micah?
I think so. I heard of someone sounded like him about a year back.
Okay.
We always said if we found him.
I know what we said we'd do. That ain't changed.
I didn't think I'd see any of you again after you left for the Yukon.
Now we came back. Didn't strike it rich, as you can see.
But you're a rancher now.
I got Uncle with me. We'll be okay.
Uncle? Getting scalped by that gang out there might be preferable than living with him.
Sometimes I think the same.
All right, see what you can find. Like I said, feller's name is Nathan Kirk. Banker, bald, 45.
Okay.
You head up that way. I'll meet you in a bit.
You seen a fella? Fella from New York? Bald guy?
Yeah. A few New Yorkers come here in search of the West.
This one's a wanted man. I work for the government. Sort of. His name's Nathan Kirk.
Mr. Kirk, but he's so charming.
Is he staying here?
He's, up in room 3.
I'm gonna go pay him a visit. It's government business.
How exciting.
Mr. Kirk! Mr. Kirk, you in there? Stop! Hey! That's Nathan Kirk! Oh! Got him?
Oh, shut up! Come on, jump on!
Boy.
We gotta get after him. Remember, we want him alive, though.
I know!
He went right. Stay on it. I'll catch up with you.
Where are you going? Shit!
Leave me alone!
This is gonna hurt! You carry on!
We just want to talk.
That's a lie!
You're back!
Monsters! Monsters!
He's up on
Get
that.
off! Scatter!
Look out! There, there. Easy.
Then come on and talk to us. Please, no.
Time for more!
Damn horse! Get
How do you
off
like
me!
What you got there?
I don't deserve this treatment!
This should calm you down. Thanks for that, Mr. Kirk. Real fun.
I'm an innocent man, but it's all a mistake. My wife is a desperate woman. Are you married, sir?
Acting right.
Quiet
I
now.
see. Where shall I send the money? I ain't been paid yet.
Send it on my behalf to West Elizabeth Cooperative Bank in Blackwater. Pay down my loans. Might make them happy to see I've got a boss.
So I've got a couple of other leads I could use your help with if you're interested. I'm usually at the saloon in Blackwater.
I need money pretty bad, so I'll come find you. Okay, boy. Out of the damn
I see you there. Give me a minute, please. Enjoy your trip.
Well,
hello. It's
joke.
been a little while,
Read
hasn't
this
it?
book.
What can I check back later for stock?
American industry will do what it always does. Make a few men very rich, and a lot of men very sick. Those are the only outcomes. So if you're not rich, trust me, you will be sick soon enough. Only in America do we consider ignorance to be bliss. Science is a great gift. Don't turn your back on knowledge just because it frightens you. Don't be slaves to ignorance.
trouble. You hear?
This is the place.
You saved me some time there. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Whoa, ah. Slow now. Good fella. Working hard?
It's the lumbago. Now, if I overdo it, I'll get a relapse. It's very serious.
Get up or get out.
You can be so testy. What is it, constipation?
Guess you're my proof I'll never quite outrun my sins.
You got so sanctimonious in your old age. No wonder she left you. It's like rooming with the King James Bible.
Get up!
Ow! I'm getting up. Oh, no, wait, what did I have to tell you? I went into town. I got a little drunk. Oh, shit! Well, we gotta go. We gotta go to Saint Denis. Charles Smith is alive, I reckon.
Charles Smith alive? Really?
I reckon. Unless I dreamed it all, and by the sound of it, not doing too good neither. Here we are.
Come on, let's get off.
All right.
Back in Saint Denis. I never liked this place.
Yeah, well, me neither. All right. Let's go find that big sour bastard.
Sure. Let's split up.
Good idea. I'll take the saloons, you take the slum.
How about I take the saloons and you take the slums?
Good evening, sir.
Will you move?
see you.
我見到有條麻甩佬俾只狗舐佢，只狗仲唔係佢。先生你好。
Bonjour. How can I help you today, sir? Listen, you seen a big Indian fella?
Ah, Indian?
Yeah, a boxer.
No. Sorry, mister. No. Actually, yes. I think he's fighting, I believe. Fighting out behind Saint Saturnine.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No problem. I would head along that way. Saint Saturnine.
Well, I think I have enough money now.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I have to do so many jobs for the Bueno. Washing, sewing, even making potions.
Sir?
Are they paying you to stay?
Vest, coats, tailor-made. Welcome back, sir.
Sorry. What's wrong with you? Thank God that turned out to be nothing.
I'm walking behind your slow ass, man. That's my problem. God, that's like a genuine like pet peeve of mine in real life when you're like stuck behind somebody who's just walking as slow as humanly possible. Like, I don't mind if you want to walk at your own pace, but like, you know, if you're not gonna have a little pep in your step, then, you know, be willing to move out of the way for someone who does.
What took you so long?
Oh, good Lord. I was just beginning to enjoy some peace and quiet.
Asked that first barman I met, and he told me Charles was here. Not one of life's great
Folks, they love a
mysteries, turns
surprise,
out.
but they hate a massacre. And you are a killer. We both know what you gotta do. I'm leaving now.
He don't know the half of it.
John? You're...
I'm alive. So are you. So's he.
That's Uncle?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm alive.
Uncle thought maybe he was in some sort of trouble.
Kind of. Just... I don't know. I'm throwing fights for a few dollars.
Throwing fights?
Sure.
And you like that?
Of course not.
So,
let me go place a bet. Come on. Man, I thought you were dead.
Sure. Abigail's still alive too, only she left me.
Excuse me. I'd like to place a bet.
On who?
On myself, to win. Lone Wolf.
How much?
All of this.
Okay. Funny thing, I pegged you for the favorite, but the odds just got real good. What about you, sir? A little wager on the wolf here? Real redskin brave.
Sure, I'm a fan of the wolf. Give me a bet on him.
Have I got a treat for you? An epic battle between the descendant of ancient warriors and a not-so-noble savage. On my left, a ferocious battler from the valleys, Simon of Wales. And on my right, an Indian Hercules. The savage, the untamable, the unbeaten, and dare I say unbeatable, Lone Wolf. You know how this works. No weapons, no forfeiting, no crying like a beaten child. Everything else goes. You win by knockout, you win by retirement, or you win by death. Let's have a good fight, boys. Let's keep it clean, but not so clean. You know what to Made my month, but you also made some fellas mighty unhappy.
So it goes.
Here's your share, partner.
If we just made the bed I said we
So you
should
keen
make,
on staying around here or heading off with me and Uncle?
But, John, I haven't seen you two in years.
I know. But right now, my sense is you just need to lie low.
Where?
We got a little place up past Blackwater, in the high country.
Okay. I gotta grab my baggage. I booked a steamer heading upriver. That's why I was pretending to throw the fight.
Okay, boys. I'll meet you at the bridge outside Saint Denis.
What are you doing?
Just have a few errands to run.
You're useless.
I am a deep thinker.
Be quick.
Come on. This way. My bag's on the dockside. So, what happened?
You mean... Arthur and me, we were together. I had to get out, but he went back for the money. You know that Arthur...
Sure. Word got to me up north, so I went back and buried him in Miss Grimshaw.
I had to run. If any of us had been found, we'd have...
Oh, of course. I understand. He's where he would have wanted to be. A pretty hillside, facing the evening sun.
He gave me his satchel with some of his things in it. Remember that journal he always drew in? I got it. I'm a bit of a draftsman myself nowadays.
Whoa,
He was a
watch
good
yourself.
man. As much as any of us could be.
Getting sick like that has to rattle a fella.
Rattle him or give him some kind of understanding. What his life was really all about.
Yeah? That makes sense.
Anyway, I heard all you were dead. Or I might have come looking.
And me, the same about you.
Dutch?
Who knows? Dead? Maybe? I'm not sure. I heard all kind of things, but one thing I know, he ain't around here. I ain't heard nothing real in years since, well, that time.
Nor me. Micah?
I hope that bastard's dead. You know, he was the one speaking to them agents.
What?
Putting them on us the whole time. Or since before I got off Sisika.
They picked up Strauss. The agents. Made a real mess of him. I heard he died in custody. Never said a word.
Guess some folk is strong in ways you can't see.
Everything that happened. All those deaths. Micah?
None of us is innocent in that. Dutch, least of all. But I don't think we would have had to make those calls. All that mayhem. If it wasn't for... Okay.
Hold on.
What?
Careful.
Why?
Those are Guido Martelli's men.
Who?
He used to work for Angelo Bronte.
I've only been here an hour.
Hey. Come over here.
What now?
Well, you go left, I go right. On three. Three. You couldn't have thrown that fight!
It's never just one fight.
Evidently! Who are those guns they have?
You don't have them? Let's go. There's a wagon up there. I'll get my bag.
Okay.
Come on, John. Come on. Cops will be on their way. Hey-ya! Okay. Where was Uncle gonna meet us?
Over the bridge going out of town. West.
Hold on. You see any law?
Not yet.
Keep your eye out. Saint Denis ain't short on police.
I remember that. Only too well.
Anyone?
Good so far. Further we get from those gunshots, better chance we have. Of denying it, at least.
No. We can't get caught. Martelli has the police chief in his pocket. If they take us in, we won't get out of the interview room.
I don't want to get in a shootout over this. That's not the man I try to be anymore.
No, I don't want that either. You see anything? I think we're clear.
If I ever want to go back, remind me that I hate Saint Denis.
Guido Martelli will happily remind you of that.
Give me some simple folk and wide open spaces. Speaking of simple...
John! Charles! You boys been off getting up to no good?
Kind of. Been getting shot at.
Well, they weren't very good shots. Come on, let's head for home. Feels like old times. It's good to have the old gang back together again.
Let's just hope things don't turn out like last time.
Here he goes. What'd I tell you, Charles? Boy is as sour as week-old milk. No wonder she didn't stay with you. Not even a retired $2 whore would stay with you. That's the goddamn truth. Now, you used to be decent company, but now you're worse than a snake with a toothache. All he does is whine, whine, whine.
Excuse me?
Oh, don't get all angry. It ain't gonna change nothing. You're hopeless. And I mean that literally. You got no hope. I mean, look at you. Look at this place. Your dream home. I've had better nightmares than this dream. Oh, darling Abigail, I've changed. Come live with me in an outhouse I wouldn't ask my worst enemy to take a shit in.
What are you trying to say?
It's awful. It's a dump. The house has gotta go. Get some self-respect, you miserable sack of shit. Build a house a lady'd set foot in.
The place just needs a woman's touch.
It needs leveling. No woman would touch this place. Now, I reckon these horses can have it down in a minute. Here, come on. Tie that end around the horses. You loop that end around there. Horses will pull it clean down. We good?
I think so.
All right. Well, let's get going. Now just pull.
You got this, John? I'll go when you do.
Okay. On me.
The dumb animals don't know what to do. And neither do the horses.
Give me the signal.
You gonna pull that horse or I gotta give it a kick?
We doing this?
Oh, don't get sentimental. Level it.
We pulling?
Let's do it. Come on.
Almost.
See? I told you it wouldn't be no trouble.
And now?
Now we head into town, buy ourselves a house right out of a book. Same as if it were a bicycle.
Where in town?
There's a fella by the train store. Cakes hardwood and timber.
Okay. You keep working here.
But if I don't go with you, who's gonna tell you
Just
that?
need a bit of peace and quiet from your incessant yapping. Charles, make him work. Whip him if you have to.
We've got you now, you piece of shit! I want his skill. She'll drink mine, guys. Bring him. You bastard! You're dead!
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Oh, my man, if I had $1 for every time somebody said to me, haven't I met you somewhere else? Hey, please get away from there now. Well, thanks for coming in.
Here we go, boy.
Good to have you back,
Hello,
sir.
Sadie.
Oh, John. Come sit down.
Sure. You got any work?
Yeah. Well, there's always work. Whole country's getting robbed, robbing, or stopping robbers. Well, seems like there ain't much else in this world except bastards, victims of bastards, and the bastards who want to put the bastards in the ground.
And which are you, exactly?
Me? In my time, all three. But same as most people.
I guess.
Funny thing about this job, well, opportunity, I just might get to be all three again.
How you mean?
You ever heard of Shane Finley?
Cattle wrestler?
Murderer, thief, child killer. He's wanted in 5 states. I caught him last week. He was disguised as a lady in a house for fallen women. I was bringing him in, and I got robbed by a professional rival of mine, James Langton. Oh, he's a nasty bastard. I didn't much like him even before he robbed me.
That happened a lot. This line of work?
Yeah, but they're all people like me. Anyway, now they're holed up in the desert down south, waiting to head north so they can hand them in to the state troopers in the North Country. I'd given up on the job as just a bad lot, but now that you're here, maybe we can go rob them back.
Is the money good?
Yeah, it's real good. Plus, I don't much like getting robbed by no one. Come on.
Where is it we're heading again, you say?
South. Now come on, mount up. We got a ride ahead of us.
Of course we do.
Follow me. Let's ride.
Yes, ma'am. That a new horse?
Some folk buy ranches, some buy horses. Horses are cheaper.
He looks mean.
He is.
My ranch, it's something else, you know. You gotta come up there.
Ain't had any trouble?
Some squatters, but that's it for the most part.
That's good. Maybe these fellers I heard about have stayed north or gone off somewhere else or dropped down dead in their own tracks.
It's good country.
All country is good. It's just folk that are bad.
You know who I got up there with me?
Uncle.
Besides Uncle.
Abigail?
Abigail ain't come there just yet.
Really? You, wanna talk about it?
Well, maybe, but Charles Smith. We found Charles Smith.
Charles? He's alive?
Yeah. He's doing okay. He was prize fighting in Saint Denis. Weren't seeming too well. He took everything real hard. But I think life on the plains is gonna be good for him.
I always liked Charles. You send him my best.
I will. You know, you can come along too. Build a cabin on the land.
I've done that all before. Can't do it again. I'm on my own now, John. I ain't so good with people.
The offer's there whenever you want it.
That's kind. Unlikely to be taken up, but kind.
You heard anything of Dutch?
Nothing. You?
No. You'd think. He's a colorful character. Word would get out.
That's one way of putting it. Look, what happened with the gang changed everyone who was a part of it. The Dutch who put a blanket round me after the O'Driscolls, that weren't the same man at Beaver Hollow. And now, he might not be so colorful no more.
You see a man whose character changed. I see a man who got found out for who he truly was. We was fools to follow him. I was a fool and I paid for it. But I was one of the lucky ones.
Micah, John. Micah's the one who set it off.
I blame me for following Dutch for too long, but I blame Micah for most everything else.
He's out there.
And someday, I hope we'll find him. But not now.
Come on. They'll be down there.
So, James Langton, the bounty hunter, has got this outlaw you captured in a women's boarding house?
Shane Finley, correct.
And we aim to have Langton give him back to us before he rides north with him to hand him over to some state troopers?
Correct again. Though the giving back part is optimistic.
I'm forever the optimist. You know, I've been doing some bounty hunting of my own since I last saw you. I ain't gonna make a habit of it.
We cut off here. This is the place.
It's a view, all right.
Come on, let's go take a look down in the valley. Be quicker if we both look.
You got binoculars, don't you?
Anything?
Not yet. Keep looking between here and that town. They'll be there. Somewhere.
I think I see something.
Yup.
There they are, down there.
Who's who?
Well, the bounty is the feller who's all tied up.
Very funny.
And that big fat feller with the funny hat, that's James Langton. The other fellas just work for him.
Where do you think they're heading?
Come on. Let's go follow them.
Back on your horse. Let's get after them.
One more time, boy.
Looks like they're cutting through the canyon underneath us. Let's go. Yeah! They'll be coming through here. There they are. We follow and keep an eye on them. We know they're down there. Don't ride so close. You won't get north through here. What are you doing, huh?
You talking to me or Langton?
Sorry, I ain't used to having anyone with me. Whoa. My guess is they'll stop up ahead. We can get a better look at them.
You know his thinking pretty well.
If you can't outgun them, you gotta outthink them. The canyon opens up down a ways. We'll head them off there. Up here, get off your horse. This might be our chance. Yeah, they're stopping. And that sure is Shane Finley coming off the back of his horse.
What are they waiting for?
The rest of Langton's men, I think.
Langton's doing pretty well for himself. How come he's got all them men and you work alone?
I got you. You're worth 10 of them.
Great.
All right, so what you think? Should we threaten them, start shooting at them, or sneak down and pick them off one by one? I reckon sneaking down is our best opportunity, but it's your call.
Let's just start shooting. Maybe they'll all run off.
Yeah, they'll scatter right away. I'm going over here.
Okay.
kill every last one of you, Langton.
Is it okay if...
Shit! That damn harpy! Let me go!
Come on, it's time to collect. Okay, you're taking Finley. Let's go. Get him on your horse.
What the hell?
Are you with her? What's it look like?
Let's go, let's go.
It didn't work out for you before, woman. You should let me alone.
I got a feeling this time will be different, Finley.
They're going to hit me.
Down the canyon. Let's ride. On the bridge. John!
I know!
Coming from the left foot.
You gotta kill us, Mom.
That's the end of the canyon.
Then I think we might be free of them.
Ride for it.
I need to relieve myself.
There'll be a bucket in your cell.
I'm serious.
Yep, and so am I. Hit him, John, please.
Hey, you don't need to do that just because she told you to. I don't need to be hit. Just want to be treated civil.
Shut it.
You heard the lady.
Thank you.
I still protest my innocence. This woman ripped me out of my bed, kidnapped me, then let Langton kidnap me, then you killed them all and kidnapped me back. I'm the victim here. Damn you.
John, would you be so kind as to shut him up?
Don't listen to her. Let me speak my piece. There's no call to hit me, mister.
Listen to him squirm. Jesus.
Bad dog.
That's it. County work ain't easy, John.
No, but I can see now it has its rewards.
That's a whole lot easier with a partner.
That back there, you didn't need a partner. You needed a whole company behind you.
We did fine. And with Langton and his men gone, there'll be more demand for our service.
Sadie, you know I'm a rancher now. Mostly.
And I know how you're paying for your ranch.
Don't spread that around.
Hey, I won't. But it would be good to have you along some more.
Saving that
Here
one
we
for
are.
later?
Grab him and bring him in, John.
Sure.
You're a bitch and a bastard.
Sadie?
Go rail on some other fool.
Well.
We're going for a ride. You want it this way?
I need to relieve myself.
There'll be a bucket in your cell.
I'm serious.
Yep, and so am I. Hit him, John, please.
Hey, you don't need to do that just because she told you to. I don't need to be hit. I just want to be treated civil.
Shut it.
You heard the lady.
Thank you.
I still protest my innocence. This woman ripped me out of my bed, kidnapped me, then let Langton kidnap me, then you killed them all and kidnapped me back. I'm the victim here. Damn you.
John, would you be so kind as to shut him up?
Don't listen to her. Let me speak my piece. There's no call to hit me, mister.
Listen to him squirm. Jesus.
Bad dog.
That's it. Howdy work ain't easy, John.
No, but I can see now it has its rewards.
That's a whole lot easier with a partner.
That back there, you didn't need a partner. You needed a whole company behind you.
We did fine. And with Langton and his men gone, there'll be more demand for our service.
Sadie, you know I'm a rancher now. Mostly.
And I know how you're paying for your ranch.
Don't spread that around.
Hey, I won't. But it would be good to have you along some more. Here we are. Grab him and bring him in, John.
Sure.
You're a bitch and a bastard.
We brought in Shane Finley.
Oh, great. Let's put him in the cell. I object to this. I hate you.
One with the door open.
Bastard! Damn you!
Just put him on the bed. We're gonna watch you swing.
What for? I didn't do anything. Nothing. It's all lies.
I thought you said you lost him.
Well, I did, but we got him back. Oh, and James Langton's dead. We killed him.
Why'd you do a thing like that?
It was him that robbed me.
Okay. Here. Here's a decent price on Finley.
Mm-hmm, I know. You want this money to go to the bank, too?
No, I'll take it myself.
Okay, Jim Milton.
It's John Marston here.
All right, well, if you need any more work, you can find me in town. Or maybe I'll find you.
I'm retired.
Sure. Be well, John.
Hell, you're back. Good to see you, sir. So, what's it be? Prairie chicken, beans, potato gravy.
doing?
Well, wish I could say things were better.
It can only get better.
Oh, well. Yeah. Mister?
Hey, how are things?
I'm really not too bad. From what I can tell, Miss Garnett's back selling her behind again. That's what they're saying.
So, Getty's at Pronghorn Ranch. Yeah, I knowed him
How
for
you do?
years. That Laramie gang's been causing him all manner of trouble.
That's so.
Anyhow,
Hello. I swear I saw another Chinese sneaking out of the Grand Theater last week. I think they're watching the shows.
Just when I thought I heard it all. Hello?
if Blackwater keeps on growing like it is, this new century could be real good for us.
Interesting.
Oh, this ain't good.
Big loss on the wooden boat. I had to leave my damn pocket watch.
That's how it goes.
Howdy there.
Are you well?
Hello.
I'm at the bottom. They hung that fella who stole a bag of flour from the general store.
Hey, partner.
Guess that's
Hello.
one way to... Gordon's still sore over me beating his ass. Huh? Howdy.
One too many.
Hello, mister.
Well, that's because you have to say it more like...
Watch yourself.
Water.
Out of my way.
I'm not saying it like that. Sounds daft.
You certainly are a rare bird, my darling.
Don't you call me a bird.
para acostarme con mi mujer. In a good way. Like a peacock.
How's it been going?
Hey, between you and me, if I was visiting the ladies, it'd strike me down for lying if two of them didn't haul me off and have their way.
Ah, well.
Yep.
This century gonna be good for business. I can feel it.
Yeah, vomitado en mi
Well,
camisa.
Well, that was quick. So, what do you need?
I'd love something sweet. The peach cobbler, please.
Howdy.
All right. Why do I have less light now? Also, but oh man, my controller's about to die. But yeah, no, I've just I don't know. Can I be honest? The main thing I've been thinking about right now, presently, is like my Red Dead Redemption 2 crack ship. And it's like I don't know if like anyone else would feel the same as I do for like I don't know. Also, am I using the term crack ship right? So, now I want to see something. Uh, yeah. So I'm right in my assumption of what it means. Crack ship is an unusual relationship of any kind of fandom, i.e., books, television shows, movies, etc., that is unlikely to happen. In fact, a person must be on crack to even support such a relationship. Is that really where the term stems from? That's kind of funny. Uh, but yeah, no. Like really, I've been thinking about like my personal kind of crack ship for Red Dead Redemption 2, and it's like I truly don't know if like anyone else. I'm sure somebody else has thought of this like about this ship before, but I'm like I might be one of the only people that I don't know. I genuinely like it. Wow. Uh, oh, I like that photograph. But my crack ship for Red Dead Redemption, just the series as a whole, is Jack Marston and Sadie Adler. I know, right? It's pretty crazy. I don't think most people would kind of go for that ship, or I think most people would kind of look at me crazy for suggesting that. But I don't know. I like the idea of it. Like at least for me, as I've been thinking about it, I think the way it would like start off is maybe like a year or two after like Jack killed Agent Ross, not Milton Ross. What's his name? Edgar Ross. Like the end of the original Red Dead Redemption. Like a year or two later, he's like still at his house and he's just kind of miserable. Like he wants to write, he wants to like move on, but he just can't. So he spends like most of his days either like drinking or doing bounty work or just like being miserable. You know, he can't write, which is what he wants to do. He can't like find something. He can't find anything. He's just entirely alone. And then like one day he kind of goes out to visit, his parents' grave on his property, and he runs into Sadie Adler there, who's now like 40. And at least for me, it's like Sadie Adler's age is never confirmed, but I take it she's maybe like 20 years older than Jack. Uh, give or take a few years. I think like at most she's 30 years older, but I think it would like work better with like a 20 odd year old Jack Marston and like a 40-year-old Sadie Adler. All right, and it'd be gradual. It'd be kind of like a slow burn. But I don't know. I really like it. uh, but I think I may very well be alone in this. I don't know. I don't know. I do kind of want to Do kind of want to maybe look some stuff up for it. But yeah. I don't know. One thing I do kind of want to do is maybe try to make a Jack Marston outfit. Cause like I don't know, it's like it may just be like a pure coincidence, but I do like I do like the idea of Jack's like jacket in the first game is actually Arthur's jacket. You know, like it's really only missing the it's missing like the black kind of details on the collar. Like other than that, it's pretty much Arthur's jacket. Huh. But yeah. Hmm. I do like this. I like this. I think it's a good combination between both of them. All right. But yeah, I don't know. I might go into more detail about it, or I might not. It's just I don't know. I like I don't know. In spite of me actually starting off this live stream kind of ranting about Tumblr, I am at my heart, at my core, at my non-existent soul, a Tumblr boy. All right. I'm a Tumblr fellow. You know, I'm just saying. There's like one website. I'm like, yeah, that's probably the best to describe me. It's Tumblr by far. Should cook up some meat. Cause yeah, how are you doing, John? Yeah, he's underweight. Oh man, I was just about to start the mission, but now it's raining. Come on. Yeah, I say let's go for John's Cattleman revolver and Calloway's revolver. I just went through the effort of taking these off of my person, and you're like, no, you want these weapons, don't you? And it's like, yeah, maybe I do want them for the mission, but for the cutscene, I don't. Okay, I don't want them for the fucking cutscene. Alright, when I do something, I do it because I want to do it. I don't do it because I'm an idiot and I don't know what I want. Okay? Christ. Also, it's kind of funny that it's getting like overcast and stormy in the game, because it is overcast and stormy in real life for me right now. Whew. Alright. Let's sleep till noon, and I just, it seems like the overcast is going away, which is kind of annoying. But, yeah.
a customer in here tell me that he killed a lawman?
That's funny. Oh, man. Alright. I'm gonna start this mission, and I'm gonna do it, and then I will be back
That's been for sale for a while.
at some point to talk about stuff. But I will say, you know, been a long time since I've read fan fiction. But at least for me, when I was a teenager, the site I read fan fiction on would be Archive of Our Own, and like I looked up Red Dead Redemption on there, and the first thing I got was like a Baldur's Gate 3 like Dark Urge Orin, the kind of like romance redemption thing called Red Dead Redemption. I think that's really funny. But yeah, has absolutely nothing to do with the game Red Dead Redemption. But it's funny. Alright. Anyway. I'll be back in a bit. Oh wait, hold on. Before I leave. Good stuff.
Excuse me, sir. You work here?
No, I just hang around here for fun. I'm joking. How can I help you, friend?
I know this sounds crazy. Some dumb old coot I know is telling me there's these houses you can buy pre-cut.
Not crazy, friend. The very latest in modern convenience. Convenient and cost-efficient. Which house do you want? Each one is entirely unique, but also the same.
Excuse me?
Perhaps I'm going too fast, sir. Do you want to buy a house?
I think so.
I'll give you a luxurious, entirely unique pre-cut palace. And if you order today, I guarantee you're home in a matter of weeks, maybe sooner.
I'll take that one.
Ah, yes, we have that one in stock.
And I already got credit from the bank.
Oh, fantastic. Now, you write your name here, and you sign your name there, and you will be the proud owner of a factory-built home.
It's that easy.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Martin. Albert Cakes, Esquire, at your service.
You boys give me a minute.
What are you doing here? Everything okay?
I'm not sure. Probably. Fella came by the farm. Got attacked on the road. He said the Skinner brothers was hanging around. Lots of them. I left Uncle armed to the teeth back at the ranch.
Who are these two?
Guns for hire? If there's Skinners about, we need them.
We ain't got that kind of money, Charles.
You want to get robbed for your house?
No, but...
Hey, these Skinners can be nasty. Come on. Mr. Devon, you're with me. Mr. Wayne, this is...
Milton. Jim Milton.
Sir, good to meet you.
We're gonna be heading up to the Manzanita Post.
Why?
The best smith around is that Norwegian fella up there.
So they say. You boys ready?
Yes, sir, we're ready.
Good. Because you're about to get shot at over a goddamn hammer.
You want to build a house with a sniper rifle, then?
I know old Neil's real well. I'll get you a good deal.
Thank you, sir. All right, then. Let's go buy us some tools.
I know the quickest way. Follow me.
Good morning, friend.
your friend a Negro or a Redskin?
I think a bit of both, for what it's worth.
Cash is cash, though it's all the same to me. I saw you getting skittish there, but don't you worry. We're not getting shot at.
Oh, yeah. I know Charles Smith. If he's got cause to be concerned, it's usually good cause.
You got a shotgun messenger sitting right beside you, all right? I suppose you don't know much about robbing caravans.
Not much, I guess. No.
Well, nor do I. But I know a thing or two about protecting them. And if a robber sees some strong men sitting up front, 2 of them guns for hire, then they're gonna wait for the next set of fools to come on through.
Unless they take the guns to mean they're carrying something valuable. Instead of pre-cut timber and some tools.
What? No. Wait, look, trust me on this. You are overthinking it. You hire a gun, you hire peace of mind and a deterrence. So I'll sit here looking big and scary, and you can concentrate on the horses.
All right. I'll do just that.
Maybe I've done this kind of thing before, and maybe I can handle a weapon. But I'm not so different from you, partner.
I think you might be.
People wonder how you can handle it, living by your gun. But it's the same as any other occupation, really. When I get home, I put my gun on the rack and it stays there. I mean it, it really stays there. I don't even think about it. My mind's on my wife and the little ones. I'm chopping wood, mending the roof, putting the kids to bed. But when I'm out here, I'm watching the tree line. I got my gun at the ready. And I'm trying to make my employer as comfortable as possible.
That's, real good of you.
You're in good hands. I know this country well.
Good. Am I finally gonna meet this tool maker?
Now, Niels, he's an acquired taste, but boy, can he work metal. Norwegian, you see? Viking blood. Fellas up there used to worship a god with a hammer. Guess I figures they'd still be making them. I'm not sure how much English he speaks, but Niels knows tools. And he knows me, so we'll see if we can get him to give you some. They won't be free. They won't even be cheap, but they'll be worth what you pay.
I've already bought a house and hired you today. So might as well keep spinning while I'm at it.
You won't regret it.
I hope not.
You can always earn more money. The good tools will last you a lifetime. This is the spot, just up ahead.
Okay.
You boys wait here. After you, Mr. Milton.
Alrighty. What is happening exactly? Oh, okay. We gotta actually go get the tools.
Like I said, Nils is an acquired taste. Let me do the talking.
There he is, working away.
Nils. Nils, it's me. Willard Wayne.
Okay.
This is my associate, Jim Milton.
Okay.
He heard you was the best. Best smith around. He needs some tools. He's building a ranch house up at Beecher's Hope.
Beecher's Hope, okay.
Have you got any made?
Okay.
Like I said, an acquired taste, but a heart of gold, and he's the best. You off someplace, Nils?
Okay.
So Milton is working with Cakes Hardwood and Timber in town. Should I get them to pay you and add it to his bill up there?
Okay.
Come on, let's get moving.
Okay.
All right, then. Beecher's Hope.
They've been trying to sell that property for some time, hadn't they? Took a look at it myself, as it so happens. Seemed like a lot of work. Too much for me. But more power to you. Must have seen something in it I couldn't.
Whoa! Everyone find some cover! God damn! Keep your head down!
Hope you're free.
These people! You okay? What's up, What's up, What's that? Willard, you'll be all right!
Willard, how you hold up there? We'll get you out of here.
All right. You alive?
Now, Mr. Devon, you okay?
Yes.
That the last of them?
I think so. There's more. They got the tools. They grabbed Mr. Wade.
All right, you stay here, guard the wagon. Charles, come on!
Mr. Devon! We've got Mr. Milton, Mr. Smith! Help! Help me! Help me! Help! Stop! We've walked into something. Get some cover! You mean they drew us in?
too quiet. Mr. White! Mr. White! Charles, I found the tools. Now, where's Mr. All right. Shit. Jesus. You gotta move fast. Come on. Let's go. Back to the road. God damn it! A few minutes ago, he was chewing my ear off.
He knew what he was getting into.
Did he?
The Skinners. Everyone knows.
Except me.
Later, John.
Charles, you all right carrying him?
I got it. There's no use in you getting bloody, too.
Is it bad?
They opened him up pretty good. Nearly chopped his head in two.
God damn them.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Wayne didn't make it. Dear Lord, no. We have to get out of here. You take him in the back wagon. Come on, help me.
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh, my Lord. What'd they do to him?
Nothing nice.
Got it?
Come on, we gotta go.
Shit. Those goddamn animals.
Okay. John, I'm riding with you. Get us back to Beaches.
Those were the Skinner brothers.
I told you I was worried.
Sadie said something too. What kind of land have I bought?
It's not the land. The Skinners move around. They're here for now.
I thought this kind of bloodshed was meant to be over with. What was all the nonsense about civilization?
This kind of bloodshed is different. Folks have been killed, sure. For good reason and bad. But rarely just for the fun of it.
That was fun for them?
No. Not that time. Most folk don't usually put up with such a fight.
Then I hope we put an end to it.
There was a caravan. A few months back. Massacred.
Uncle! 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 You useless sack of crap.
I was keeping guard.
Really?
Whoa. What happened?
Skinner brothers.
Lot of them?
Enough. Once this is done, I'll take Mr. Devon back to town and get poor Mr. Wayne buried.
Okay. Be careful.
Oh, I will. But I'm fairly sure we scared him off for now.
Bad business. Well, we'll be safe together.
Sure. If you say so.
And John, I love you. Don't you forget that.
Those plans make any sense?
Oh, sure. Seems easy enough, I think. How hard can it be? But I'll tell you what I think. Just to be safe, I'll do the reading and planning, and you do the building.
How did I know you'd try to weasel out of doing any work?
Oh, now, that is plain unfair. It's inaccurate and not what's going to happen. I'm simply going to use what I've got, which is a brain. While you use what you've got, which is less of a brain.
Let's get started.
Well, first thing it says the foundation, which involves moving those heavy wooden joists. Definitely not a job for a man with terminal lumbago, unless you want to dig a 6-foot deep hole for me when the workday's over.
Don't tempt me.
Oh, well, here comes Charles. Maybe he can lighten the mood a little.
How'd you get on?
He'll be back, but not for a while.
Charles, dear boy, John needs help moving these joists. Now, come on. Get a move on. We gotta get started before the rains come.
You're very annoying.
He's right. We should get on with this.
Well, let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut it. I'll climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter what the weather, we're together. Let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut. Climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter any weather, we're together.
And I think that's everything.
John Marston, you have a home.
So do you.
Oh, I know.
And you, Charles, as long as you'll stay with us.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, to this happy home. Well, at least till this fool gets his woman back.
My darling Abigail, I hope you and Jack are doing well. I remain a fool, and I'm sure I shall die a fool. But I'm trying very hard to be something like the man you deserve. I have done something very silly in an effort to impress you. And that is, I've purchased a home. The land you read about in the newspaper up at Beecher's Hope is now ours, and we are going to try our hand at ranching. Mr. Geddes kindly helped me buy the land. I met Uncle while I was coming out of the bank, and while I know your feelings about him, he has been enormously helpful in his own fashion. Charles Smith has also appeared and is unsurprisingly a pillar of strength. Together, we've built you a home. I hope soon to show it to you. I miss you and the boy more than I can express. Please, come back to me. Yours always, John. Uncle, I thought you was... Where the hell? Come on, old friend.
the soap sellers in business with all that hair, huh? So, what do you need? Ah, looking sharper than a tack. Ah, suits you. Now that isn't half bad, huh? All right, you're ready to go. Don't wash it for a day.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, watch it! See how far you can push me, huh?
Got some fine transportation here, sir.
Christ, man. What'd you get yourself into? Just one time I hope to find you working. Just once.
Do you believe in reincarnation, John Marston?
No.
Well, I hope and pray to whatever is out there that I get to come back as a youngin'. So that when you're old and facing death, I can be some two-penny slave driver that comes along and hastens your journey into the grave. This is a fatal condition I got.
And I'll give you another fatal condition. We don't get on with things around here, and we'll all starve.
Get on with what?
Farming, ranching, planting something.
The only thing that this land's good for is grazing.
Grazing?
Yeah, so cows, sheep, goats. Now, goats is easy, but they taste awful.
I don't like goats. And cows, I've seen enough cows.
Yeah, sheep then. But any livestock, you're gonna need a barn.
Barn will take 3 of us 6 months to build.
Oh, you don't build a barn, dumbass. What do you think this is, 1785? You buy one pre-cut just like the house. This is the industrial age. The lumber fellers all have them.
That guy makes me hate the modern world.
Oh, come on. I'll deal with them. I can't move like I used to. Then I never was that fast. Into Blackwater. Let's go. Now, this fella probably saw you, thought, here's some cornhusk idiot, some country rube doesn't know a pre-cut home from an outhouse. And I'm gonna rob him blind. I gotta respect him for it, because if I saw you walk into my lumberyard, I'd think exactly the same thing.
Thinking about it? I might actually do this on my own.
Oh, I can't let you do that, John. Let you get robbed again? Oh, no. You need someone with some sense to negotiate. And some charm wouldn't hurt neither.
Oh, and that's you, is it? With your famous way with people?
Ah, you're in enough debt as it is. I got to help you all I can.
It's my debt. I'll handle it.
Yeah, but if they foreclose on the debt, I'll lose my home. And I do so like it there.
You like it too much. You're far too comfortable.
Ah, you ain't even got furniture.
This is him.
Come on, get clear. And how are we? How's little Emily?
Emily.
I'm sorry, how are you?
We need a barn.
A barn? Of course you do. All them potatoes.
We're gonna farm livestock.
What's wrong with you? How many Scarface loons you got coming in here buying pre-cut homes?
Here, what you think? Have a look.
Maybe that one.
We're an excellent choice. We have a couple already cut and in stock. I'll have it sent to you in Blackwater.
I'm down at Beecher's Hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, this is my wife, Jerry. You see, she's but it's great seeing you again, Al.
Yeah,
and
it's
you,
been
sir.
a pleasure as always. Great pleasure. Love your work.
Of course.
How are we gonna pay for this?
Same way we pay for everything.
I just wish I could help you, sir. You've been a good customer, and I like you, and David Geddes likes you. But this man is very annoying.
Can you just give me a few days?
Of course.
I really enjoy begging and watching you make a fool of yourself.
Well,
John! Hey!
Is that Sadie Adler? Hey.
John, how are you?
Well, hello, Uncle. Nice to see you. And you too.
Oh, shut up, you old creep.
Listen, Sadie, you got any work? I'm kind of desperate.
Work? How desperate?
I need money. A bunch of money. My debt's climbing and
You up for a fight?
Is it legal?
Oh, it's very legal, but it's also pretty dangerous. With you, it'll be fine, but I wouldn't do it on my own.
I ain't got much choice.
All right, then. Come on.
Look after him, Sadie. He's a delicate flower underneath.
Tell the bank there's money coming in. And get a crew to help with that barn.
I have it on good authority we can find this bounty at Painted Sky.
I know the place.
Okay, I'll follow you. All right, the Painted Sky tip is pretty fresh, but I don't know how long it'll stay that way. An encyclopedia salesman was up there on the property. Couldn't find the rancher, but saw a Mexican-looking feller hanging around. Now, Ramon Cortez is round those parts, split up from his gang and stuck in West Elizabeth. It's gotta be him, holed up waiting on some out. And we're gonna get to him first.
Sadie. Hey, so who is this bounty?
Ramon Cortez. He's with the Del Lobo gang.
Del Lobos?
Yeah. You head back down to where we was, New Austin, you're bound to run into them.
Oh, I ran into them. Mostly Mexicans?
Some of them, but some is Californios. And some are regular Americans, too. They're a misfit bunch.
Just like we were. And they're friendly. Real friendly.
Oh, yeah. Ugh, it's a bad situation down there. Burnings, killings, you name it.
I know something of that.
And not much law except the sheriff of Tumbleweed. He's making a hell of a go of it, but there ain't much there to hold back the chaos. It's real wild country.
Yeah, I met him.
Don't you get around.
You know, I had some trouble of my own. That gang you was talking about, was they the Skinner brothers?
That's them.
They ain't nice.
Nice weren't what I heard about them.
Got hold of this feller I'd hired. Ah, he didn't die well.
I'm sorry, John.
We fought back. We was too slow was all. I wish we'd done better for him.
I'm sure you did the best you could. I've heard, well, the kinds of things they do to men. Unspeakable things. I hope that's the last you see of them.
Me too. But if not, I mean to be ready.
That is wise.
You want to hear something? I built my ranch house.
Good for you. Did you make it out of straw bales?
No. It's one of them pre-cut ones. Me and Charles put it up, and Uncle watched and barked the odd order at us. It's solid, though. Real good and sturdy.
Woo! John Marston's got his own house.
You should come see it. It's good country, Sadie. Despite all that.
I try not to fraternize too much with employees. You know, it sends the wrong message.
Oh, that's what I am now. An employee.
Mm-hmm. That's what the bank says.
Ah, well then I guess our fraternizing days are done.
Now, be a good boy and get this bounty for me.
Yes, ma'am. This is painted sky up here.
Looks quiet. Ramon Cortez, you better be here. Let's get down and take a look. You search that barn. I'll take the main house.
Holler if you get him. Ramon Cortez! We've come for you! Come calmly and nobody will get hurt! Oh.
You got him?
I think so. He just tried to kill me.
That's about right. Yeah, that's him. Come on. Let's get him to the sheriff. Come on, Ramon. Let's go for a ride. We're going to Rhodes.
Rhodes?
Hope that horse ain't lame. Count up, for God's sake.
So what were you telling?
It's different there now.
That hurt. You want money? Gold? My men are meeting me at Newberry Creek. Take me there. I'll pay you good. Better than any bounty.
Oh, shut up. We'll cross up here. Come on.
What's it to be?
Bring Cortez round the front for me, will you? I'll get them ready for you.
Come on. I'll give you $100 to kill that bitch. 200. 300.
Mr. Sheriff? Mr. Sheriff, we got Ramon Cortez.
Cortez?
Sure did.
Well done. How?
Found him hiding in a pile of shit.
That's about right. How you doing, Ramon?
Oh, just fine, mister. Hey, how much you want? How much any of you want? I'll give $2,000 in gold to whichever one of you sets me free.
I'm afraid it's a bit late for that, Ramon. You've been a real bad boy. Me and my boys are gonna ride you into Saint Denis and watch them hang you.
Okay, if you think so, mister.
Oh, I know so, Ramon. Take a seat. Help me guard them till my boys arrive and we can get them out of here.
Sure.
Spent years cleaning up this town. Last thing I need is fools like this thinking they can take us back to the bad old days.
Well, you did a good job.
Oh, Sheriff Thomas, Sheriff Thomas! We want our friend back. You have about 10 seconds, Sheriff Thomas, before we kill all of you fools. 1.
Don't be a dumb bastard.
2.
This is a good town now.
3. Let them have it, boys!
Shoot those bastards!
Come on! Let's run these cowards out of town! Bastards!
my jail apart. He's gone. He's gone.
Well, we brought him in. Now pay us what's owed.
He ain't here now, madam. I don't get paid unless he makes it to Saint Denis.
You want to get shot today as well as robbed, mister?
Are you threatening me?
Why would we bother threatening you?
Get him back and I'll get your money. And another $50 besides.
$100.
75. I can't go higher.
Done. Let's go, Jim Milton. Mount up.
Hey, buddy. Where are we gonna find him?
He said there were men meeting him at Dewberry Creek. Let's start by looking there.
Sure. You've had some bad luck with bounties being stole off of you.
And you're about to have some bad luck with getting punched in the face. He got stole off both of us.
Someone must have talked.
One of his boys, maybe.
We were sitting ducks, waiting all that time in that Jim Crack jailhouse.
Yeah. Yes, we were.
I don't like it.
The sheriff's done a lot to bring roads into line since the time of the Grays and Braithwaites, but clearly he ain't done enough.
So you think we can trust him?
Yeah, he'll pay up when we come back with Cortez. He's a decent fella.
If we come back with Cortez.
We're coming back with him. Don't you worry about that.
It's an odd thing, isn't it? We'll take $200 from a sheriff who might be crooked himself to go get a bounty. But we won't take $2,000 from an outlaw just to let him...
Trouble there?
You was about to say?
If that kind of offer is tempting to you, then go right ahead. But not when you're on one of my jobs.
I never said I was tempted by it. I just said it was an odd thing. How we'd take money from one, but not the other.
Everyone's got to choose what they're loyal to. Themselves, God, the state. If a bounty hunter wants to last, the loyalty's got to be to the one that's issuing the bounties. Plain and simple. I got a reputation for honest work.
So, everyone with a price on their head deserves it, you think?
Sure. No. I don't know. Usually. If I got into who deserved what, second-guessed every poster, I'd tear out all my hair before I put a rope on anyone. If the price is high enough, you got to trust there's a reason they said it.
I hope that rationale works out for all of us.
Hold up. Down there. A fire. I'd wager that's them. Stay on the road. Let's find a good vantage point. Oh! Up here. Come on! I think there's an old watermill by the creek bed. There it is. Keep some distance. We need to take a good look at them before we do anything. Oh. Joe! They must be camping down there.
Why they hanging around?
Probably waiting for a boat. There's supposed to be a storm coming through, so maybe that's delayed them?
Perhaps. So what do we do now?
I'm gonna go get them.
You.
Me. You just cover me. I ain't getting you killed out there.
But it's okay for you?
I wanna die. And besides, those bastards don't look that tough. They look asleep as far as I can tell. I'm gonna go.
You sure about this? Just don't seem right.
This is my show, John Marston. Do as you're goddamn told. And shoot well.
Try anything clever, you're gonna get shot.
Oh, hold your horses, chica.
Get out of there! I said, get out of there!
Easy, easy, girl.
Oh, you gave up easy a long time ago.
Hey, look out. There's more of them coming.
Hey! Estoy aquí!
Shut your goddamn mouth!
They keep coming all right.
Any more? Are we done?
We might just be.
Son of a bitch! Well, that's that then. Help me load this fool on the horse.
A lot of crazy bastards. Seems Mexico's a tough place.
Too tough for you, John Marston. I'd stay well clear.
Oh, I mean to, Mrs. Adler.
You coming along, man? Come on!
You missed me, partner?
It's about time we collected this bounty.
Second time lucky.
What you think, Cortez? You got any more surprises up your sleeve?
You're a dead woman, and you are a dead man. The Lobos will not forgive this. Wherever you hide, we will find you, and we will kill you. You, anyone who is close to you.
I preferred it when you was offering money.
Oh, you want money? Hey, take my money. I got gold, lady.
But you was just saying you was gonna kill me.
Oh, you let me go? I'll forget about all this.
You see, Ramon, what we got here is a trust issue.
Oh, I'm good for it.
You're tied up on a horse, about to be taken to Santa Anita hang. You ain't good for anything.
Listen, I swear.
Of course, because all you can do is swear. But you're just saying anything you think might get you out of this. Ramon, I couldn't trust you to pay me. I couldn't trust you not to kill me. Hell, I couldn't even trust you to kill me, if that's what we agreed.
What the hell are you talking about? I got gold, woman. Mister, gold. $5,000.
Well, I hope you left it to someone in your will. Because you ain't gonna find much use for it in the short time you got left.
Oh, damn you, woman. Damn you.
Oh, I've been damned a long time, my friend.
Relax, mister. We ain't got far to go.
Oh, you made a big mistake. Both of you. You should have took the money. You should have taken it. Now we're gonna come for you. I promise you that. We're gonna come for you.
Well, I hope they know just where to find me. Because I'll enjoy the fight. I like the fighting, Ramon. The fighting and the killing. Easy, easy.
Damn.
Here we are, back again.
Looks like.
Damn you! Have I caused you offense?
God damn. Big mistake. Real big mistake. I'll see you again.
We got him, Sheriff. We got him.
I knew you'd be back, Ramon. You just can't get enough of me. Put him in the wagon for me, would you?
How's the jail?
Needs to get fixed up since this nice man blew a hole in it. Me and the boys will ride him to Saint Denis right away this time. Come along, Cortez.
Sheriff, before you go...
I'll pay you when I deliver him.
Plus $75.
Exactly. Now goodbye. Let's go, boys.
I'll see you soon, amigos.
Shut up.
Thanks for this, John.
You send my money to the bank for me.
Of course.
I'm supposed to be retired from this.
This? Weren't nothing. Just a simple arrest. Money for old rope.
If you say so.
See you around, partner.
Okay, boy. You good?
Hey, whoa! When's the last time you fed your nag? Got some room in the stable here. I'll give you a fair price. I know a lot of my breeders personally. Best stock, guaranteed.
We're getting there, ain't we?
Careful! You need something? Hey now! You out to trouble me?
You're back. Welcome.
place to try on your clothes, my changing room is available. Well, take a look through the catalog here to see all of our excellent options. All the finest of today's fashions are right here in the catalog. You might think a new century would bring some new business, but people around here aren't very interested in the latest fashions. Apparently, this new century is bringing all kinds of changes. Although you couldn't tell from looking... Hey now, you cannot be over there.
I'm sorry, partner. Thank you. Okay.
How was your holiday?
I was making money.
And to think, you call me lazy.
You've done a great job.
Well, that crew did help.
A house, a barn. Look at this place. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you both.
This calls for a drink.
Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. But we go better when we've brought our four-tack to Cathead. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to see. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. Come bustle, bustle, drink about and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out and then our hands to sea. What's got at sea we spend on shore on sweethearts and our wives. What's got at sea we spend on shore at sweethearts and our wives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, let's fight it out, and then our hands to sea. Yeah!
John! Get out here! Uncle's gone!
He's fine. Let me sleep.
Get out here now!
That fat man will be fine.
No, he won't. Skinner's.
You think?
Of course. My guess is they went that way. But my other guess is they know we're coming after him.
What choice do we have?
None. We just gotta keep our wits about us. We know this is a trap. Let's go. We can't leave this waiting. I tracked them to the road. We'll pick up the trail there.
Shit. It's like we forgot about it. We should have been ready.
It happened. There's nothing we can do except try and get him back.
We let our guards down for one moment.
Hush. John, come on. Up here. You see that? Blood.
Dear Lord.
They've gone up towards tall trees. Come on. John, look. We should agree on something. If it's really bad, this might not be about saving it.
What the hell are you talking about?
If it's really bad, it might be better to stop the pain. No time to stop.
Jesus! You made this! I mean, you can live a week without...
Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break. Oh. Oh, look at that. 89.1%. Huh. Oh. Alright. Oh. Don't mind me. I'm just sleepy little fellow.